Hey guys, Mike here. Time to do a little review of this JFJ Easy Pro Total Disc Repair System unit, whatever you call it. Got in a couple weeks ago and just now getting around to unboxing it. And I went through some CDs recently, a couple nights ago, and these guys here are ones that I researched and are on Amazon and are, worth selling, but I can't as of now because they're kind of scratched up. One of them in there is a $13 CD. Most of them are probably $2, $3, $4, probably averaging together probably maybe $4 or $5 per. But I'll sell those all day on Amazon and be happy with that. So here it is, the Easy Pro. It was a really good packing job. Came with nice styrofoam inserts everywhere, so they do package this thing pretty darn good. And there's Mittens, a stray cat that we picked up a little while ago. She's pretty cool. So she showed up, and like a fool, I decided to feed her, and so now she's claimed us as home. But so if you hear any grumblings or weird sounds, it's her. She's got a really strange meow. It sounds like a car that won't start. There she goes. But yeah, so this thing, I'm really curious to see how it works. A guy I work with has one of these, and he loves it. I've been thinking about getting this for a long time, and just, I don't know, I just decided I just couldn't pull the trigger on it. But once he got his and said he absolutely loved it, I figured I'd give it a shot. The main thing that I think is going to be an issue with these is the supplies. You know, the unit itself I think cost, what did I pay for it? $126, I think, with free shipping from Walmart online. So that was a pretty good deal, I think. And it comes with what amounts to, I guess, a starter kit. And Ron, a guy I work with, said that, I don't know if he read it or if he figured it out, but he thinks it's around 7 cents per CD when it comes, if you factor in, the cost of these supplies. And he and I have been talking a lot about these supplies and whether or not you even need these particular supplies, or if you can find somewhere to get your hands on these pads, and instead of buying their polish or whatever it is, try to find some, I don't know, anything, maybe car polish, or who knows. We haven't really dug too deep into it, but one of these days we'll figure out some way to get supplies cheaper than these. I think two pads, I think it's like $5 or $6 a pad, maybe 3 or 4, I'm not sure, but it's enough where you'd like to find another source of cheaper supplies. So anyway, I'm going to read the instructions here, fire this thing up, and see how it works, and give a quick review on this. I'll be back with you in just a second. Hey guys, back here. I ran a few through here just to get an idea of how it works. I'll show you how to do one real quick. The first two I did, they were too scratched for me to feel comfortable selling as, a CD that's in excellent condition, and I ran them through and they came out, I don't know if you can even tell, but I mean, if you don't call it dead mint, I'd call it pretty close to dead mint. This CD here I couldn't sell, and it's basically dead mint. It's Bruce Dickinson, singer for Iron Maiden solo stuff. So I'm going to do another here, just show you what you do. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. It's so hard to get CDs to focus. Maybe you can see it there right at the top. There's some scratches there. You can kind of see them. And some more right there. You can see right there at the bottom. See those scratches? With the video, it's really hard to get them, but if you were to look at this in person, it's a CD that would probably play, but if you opened it up and looked at that, you probably wouldn't be really thrilled. So, what you do is crack this guy open here. This will be really interesting, trying to do this with one hand. And you put some of this stuff on, and I think I'm going to get really stingy with this in the future. Just kind of rub it on. And when I first did this, I did the entire pad covered, but then subsequent ones you don't need to cover the whole pad. You just kind of, I guess, dampen it up a little bit, which is what I'm doing here. And I've got an old shirt on, so that's my rag. Then, where'd my CD go here? Is this it? Yeah. Then, you put the CD on this guy. And what did I do with the nut? There it is. I need to get a camera person. I should pay my daughter to do this. Let's see here. It's not terribly tight, but we'll see if that's good enough. Hopefully it is. So, just close the lid down here. These scratches looked a little, not deep, but a little more significant than the other ones. So we'll try 1 minute here, and I'll be right back. Actually let you hear it for a second. I'll get real close here. It's pretty darn quiet. You know, it's something you can be running and not worry too much about. It's not going to distract you if you're listening to YouTube or anything like that. And it has 10 second, 20 second, 1 minute, excuse me, 2 minute. And basically with scratches that aren't too horrible, you do a, it's like a, I don't know if you call it a polish, but it's kind of an abrasive one to start with, which is what we're doing right now. Just finished up, and then what you do afterwards, and you can see the one thing you'll notice, this thing gets to be a mess real quick. It slings stuff all over the place, but nah, it's just part of it. Alright, I'm going to stop this here. I'm going to take this off. You can see it's got some residue on it, but we'll take this pad off, and then we're going to put that pad on, which is the polishing pad, and I'll do the switch out real quick and see what it looks like. Alright guys, here we are. Put the blue pad on, put the blue stuff on, and we're going to shut this down and put it on for a minute. Now, one thing I did notice is this could be a pretty time-consuming process if you do one disc at a time, like I did. Well, of course you're doing one disc at a time, but I mean in the sense that switching the pads out. I think what I'm going to do after I finish up this video is I'm going to hit that stack, see how fast I can finish it, but you know, keep the white pad on, run them all through, switch the pad, run them all through again, try to be a little more efficient with this. But so far so good. I'm really happy with it. You know, I think that pile there I calculated give or take $50 worth of CDs, so you know, that's $50 right there. And I've got one CD, I know it's floating around somewhere if I can find the thing. It's an animated Robin Hood, Disney, I think, possibly. I can't really remember, but it's I think it's a $24 CD on Amazon. If not, it's in the 20s somewhere. And also, I was just talking to my wife. We've got some CDs that my son really loves to listen to when he goes to bed. He's 9 years old, and a couple of them are skipping really bad, and my wife said it was $50 to replace them. They're kind of rare, didn't make a whole lot of them, so I'm going to run those through and see what happens. But yeah, this guy's all finished up, so I'm going to, I can't do it with one hand, holy cow. Alright, let me clean this off and we'll take a look at it. Alright guys, here it is. It is so difficult to film these, but it turned out really well. There's still, where to get to? Oh, there it is. Trying to get this just right so you can see it in the light. I can't even find it now, but there is still a small little imperfection on it. I'm just having a hard time picking up. So it didn't make it perfect, but it went from something I can't sell. Gosh, I can see, there it is. You can see it still right there. Right at the very top, you can see it. But in person, it actually looks worse on film than it does in person. But anyway, the bottom line is this CD went from something I couldn't sell because it was just too scratched up, I'd be embarrassed to sell it, to something that if somebody pops open the disc, they look at it, their immediate reaction is going to be, wow, great shape. So it saved this CD, and it's probably going to save, if not all of them, 95% of those CDs. You know, there might be a few that are too far gone, but for the most part, I've done 3 CDs here, and so far I'm actually really, really impressed with what this thing does. It's not a real fast, I mean it's pretty fast. You can probably do a CD under a minute, so it's fast, but you know, it's a project. You probably don't want to do 1 or 2 at a time. You know, if you want to be efficient, you probably want to sit down with a stack and run them all through the first pad, and then run them all through the second, and then put them all under the sink or whatever to clean them all off and try to get efficient with it. And they have, actually, for the worst ones, they've got these pads here, which look like they're just Velcro, and then these attached to them. It's actually sandpaper. So when you get into the bad ones, you're actually removing a hefty chunk of that. I don't even know what kind of is it acrylic or something, or whatever coats the CDs, you're actually taking off and making them thinner. But you know, if it works, it works. I've got I bet I've got 100 CDs, DVDs out there. Well, mainly DVDs, probably 50 or 60 DVDs that the kids have that they've just trashed, and I can't wait to get these on them, get those on this, and see what happens. So, yeah, there it is. I'd say, you know, if you're looking for turning trashed CDs into a mint condition CD, you're probably not going to have luck with anything. But if you're looking at taking CDs that you couldn't sell and turning them into something that looks, you know, darn nice that you'd be proud to sell, I definitely get one of these. It's $126, and it'll probably pay for itself real quick with the CDs you would have had to have thrown away or run through a local auction, and now you can clean them up and sell them. I'm trying to think if there's anything else about this. It's pretty fast. It's dirty in there, but who cares, you know. I think the only issue I'm going to have with this is trying to find cheaper supplies. But like I said, a buddy of mine at work said, I don't know if he read it or figured it out, but it should come in around 7 cents a CD. And, you know, what the heck, it's still a great investment even if you have to pay the big dollars. Oh, glad I said that because now I remembered. Here is the chart. Let's see here. $40 for the value pack. Sanding pad kit, $14. I mean, look at this. For this, just one pad is $10. So this could get expensive fast. I think I'm going to do some serious experimentation, man. Grab some toothpaste, see if that works. Some car polish, who knows? But yeah, it's kind of expensive for the refills. But I still think it's a worthwhile adventure if you're going to if you got CDs you need to clean and get sold. Pan this out, maybe. I guess it doesn't help. It makes it too small. So anyway, that's it. Just wanted to do a quick video here on the Easy Pro, JFJ Easy Pro. I'm all for it. Thumbs up on this one. I'd recommend it so far, but I've only had it open for this night and 3 or 4 CDs, so we'll see what happens in the future. If I run into any real problems with this thing, I'll let everybody know. But you know, the reviews I've seen so far are pretty good. My buddy has one, he loves it, and so far, so good for me. So take care, everybody. Please rate, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Take care. Bye.